Last year when I started working on the remote train control program, one of the debugging tools that I really could have used was some way to see the world from the perspective of the TIU, that is, see what commands it was receiving, what commands it was responding with, how it was responding to the commands from the remote. Of course, when I started working on the program, I really didn't have any idea of either of those two things. So I had to feel my way around and stumble along step by step, understanding how that interface worked. Since then, of course, I have been able to figure out most of the interface, probably about 99% of it. So I decided to go ahead and write the little tool that I really could have used to help me debug further and maybe help others as well. Basically, it's a TIU emulator, or a subset of the TIU. So here's the hardware involved. It's an Arduino board, Uno, and an LCD keypad shield. The keypad shield is for the display, and of course the Uno is the microprocessor. So let me show you what it looks like. When you power it on, it just comes up with a little display, tells you what it is, tells you the version number. I have it cabled up via USB to a PC that's running the RTC program, and I'll give you a little demonstration of what the emulator can show you. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to the serial port that the USB is emulating. So what the emulator is showing, the first line of the display shows the command. This is the command that the TIU emulator just received from the PC. In this particular case, it's showing DCS Engine 5. It's showing the exclamation mark command. B5 is the sequence number of the command. 0F is the TIU number and the remote number. And the 616F is the CRC. The bottom line shows you the status of the emulator. The E shows you the last command was an engine command, engine number 5. S stands for speed. The next digit is the speed. And I'll show you what the next few digits show in just a second. So if I start up this fake engine, you can see a bunch of commands going down to the TIU just as they go down to the engine when the RTC program is actually connected to a real TIU. If I were to start up the engine, in this particular case I just pressed speed 20. So now it shows engine 5 is the command, S20 is the speed command, setting it to 20 scale miles per hour. And the bottom line shows that the speed now is 20. The next digit over on the bottom line just shows you the status of the horn. So 0 means the horn is off, 1 means the horn is on. So what I'm doing is I'm clicking on the RTC program on the horn button, and as I click on it, it turns to a 1, turns back to a 0. The next digit over is the bell. Right now the bell is shown as 0 or off. If I flip on the bell switch, the bell now shows as a 1. If I flip off the bell switch, it shows as a 0. The 2 and the 1 are the acceleration, deceleration rates that are set up in the emulator right now. 2 scale miles per hour and 1 scale miles per hour. The bottom line of the display can change depending on a press of the select button. It can show you the CRC evaluation if you're checking your CRC part of the program. It can show you the response packet that's set from the TIU emulator back to the PC. It can just show you a more complicated speed display. Or it can show you the the rev level or the chuff level of the engine. So if I picked here, for example, response, and if I sent it a command, I will send it a bell on command. So the top line shows that bell on command, a W4. The bottom line shows the response packet. Response from a bell command is something usually fairly simple, basically an OK, and it consists of a CRC followed by the TIU number and the remote number. So this little emulator, it's again written in Arduino C++. It's very handy for just helping you design and develop that program on the PC.